Have you ever been afraid that AI is going to take over and there's no more need for you? Have you worried that, oh no, I write songs and there's all these apps that write songs and is there a need for me? What I want to talk about today is how AI can actually amplify your voice and your unique style rather than replace you. There will always be a need for songwriters. And we're going to talk about that today. Why it's so crucial that you continue working and that you use AI as a way to boost your productivity. That's essentially what it's there for. So let's get right into it. My name is Andrea Belita, and I help songwriters go from song idea to release. I primarily help women who've chosen another career or motherhood go through this process over and over again. So if you play an instrument, use a Mac, and you want to release more often, I'm your girl. I used to be frustrated that there was just people who talked about production and there were people that talked about songwriting, but it was all a little bit disjointed. I wanted to create something that helped you feel you can just go to one place. And my program is a course and community that works with women on going from the song idea to release process step by step so that there is no guesswork and that you do not get lost in that process. I wanted to create something where that creativity could just continue to flow and you have somebody in your corner all the time to ask questions to. That's me. So let's go. All right. The first tool that I use is ChatGPT. Now, if you are not already a ChatGPT user, I highly recommend that you jump right in and jump on that ship because that is a ship that is going strong. ChatGPT is fabulous. There are two main things that you need to consider when you're using prompts. So, ChatGPT is what we call a large language model. It is trained to answer your questions, but you've got to give it an identity. So, first, you're going to say, in your prompt, you're going to say, you are a songwriting coach who has written for famous songwriters. And then you are going to give it a task for you to do. You're going to say, I have these lyrics and I am struggling with these two lines. I've been stuck on them for an hour and I can't seem to get it right. Now, granted, if you're a songwriter, you are going to get through that. But this is an idea generation tool, is what I use it for. I use it for pretty much every area of my life. I'm constantly on ChatGPT. And I, in my program, talk a lot more about the ways that you can use ChatGPT to your benefit. And I promise you, it is incredible and life changing. You can say this song is about XYZ, and it's a ballad that I play on the guitar, and I'm going for a melancholy feel, or I'm going for whatever it is you're going for. So from there, then it will give you some ideas. And then you'll either use those ideas or use them as a springboard for coming up with your own ideas. And what I love about it, sometimes when I'm using ChatGPT, I'll be like, I really want to do this other thing as well. Or I like how it used this one word, but I'm going to go ahead and change the rest of this. Or I can be like, hey, can you give me rhymes for that have a long A sound for my word pain? I need some rhymes for this. And please give them in the context of, you can tell it my song is about heartbreak. Please give me long A words that have to do with heartbreak or sadness. And then it will give you that. You can just download it as an app on your phone, or you can go and sign in on a browser and use that. Okay. The second tool is Suno. Suno is a really great way to generate music ideas. And in my course, I talk a lot more about in depth how you could use Suno to benefit you as a songwriter, as a business owner. So that's something that is beneficial, is kind of getting that extra support and brainstorming. But with Suno, it's great because all you do is you give it a prompt and then it comes up with songs. And you can make them funny, you can make them silly, you can make them happy, sad, whatever it is, whatever theme you want to use. And some people are like, well, how does that help me as a songwriter? Like I said before, you're not looking for AI to replace you because you can then export instrumentals. And, I've heard in some songwriting groups that some people are kind of poo-pooing on the idea that you would use AI for anything, that it somehow squashes your creativity. But the way that I see AI as an assistant, as an idea generator, as like a collaborator, it actually works to improve how much music you can put out. The third one that I want to go over is video production. So if you are trying to garner an audience, and unless you have a local network already that is your business model, then it's very possible you're going to be wanting to create an audience. And that the way that you are going to want to do that is through video, whether it's social media, YouTube, any of the online platforms that will help you get your name and brand out. So the one that I've been using and experimenting with, and there are actually a few I'm going to be experimenting with, but is Descript. So if you're a podcaster as well, I work with people who do podcasts, and my course has really boosted their ability to do their podcast well. You can reduce the amount of time it takes for you to make short clips. So instead of going through and being like, oh, I want a short clip of this and this and this, instead, it will take your long form video and it will make it into shorter clips. And that reduces the amount of time that you have to spend video editing your music, whether it's a music video and you want to put it out on social media, or whether it's actual just some kind of content related to you in some way or your business. So I'm experimenting with Descript. It is a really great start. And there are a lot of them out there. You're going to find they're just always popping up. AI is the frontier forward. So if you are either scared of AI, many people are terrified of AI. I am benefiting from AI big time every day in my life, in all areas of my life. So I highly recommend jumping on board. Let's get on this ship. And, if you're interested in learning more about the program, please visit the links below. I have a free guide that you can check out. If you're interested in getting some mentorship, or you just need somebody in your corner to help you along, one of the things that was the hardest for me was when I was learning music production, mixing, mastering, when I was going through and trying to figure out where I should release my music, there were just so many questions that came up. And even though I was YouTubing so much, it was exhausting. And I felt like I was getting so many conflicting answers. But if you just want a path forward that works and a step-by-step one, then I would love to talk to you more. I just want you to know I hear you, I feel you, and you can learn all kinds of new things that you didn't know you could. And a lot of songwriters are scared of jumping into the home studio, but you can make a simple home studio and you can create fantastic work that you are proud of from your home. And it's actually a really amazing additional creative outlet. So songwriting was fabulous, but for me, there's a lot more to the songwriting process. Like, I use songwriting for so many things, and the songs need to be more developed and they need that production. And that's why I created this program. And all my clients who've gone through the program have had life-changing experiences. So I would love for you to join us. We have an incredible community, and I look forward to talking to you. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.